Okay, so a huge celebrity controversy just got a massive update. And this time, it's not about rumors or whispers. We're talking about actual digital forensic evidence in the case between actor Kim Soo Hyun and the late Kim Sae Ron. So let's dive in and break down what this new proof really means.
The question has always been the same. What was the relationship between Kim Soo Hyun and Kim Sae Ron? And crucially, when did it all happen? Now, her family is coming forward and they're claiming to have undeniable forensic proof that could settle this timeline once and for all.
Just when you thought this whole story had kind of stalled out, stuck in a he said, she said stalemate, Kim Sae Ron's family has completely changed the game. We're way beyond hearsay now. They're talking about hard evidence. And get this is the opening shot from the family's legal team. They aren't just making another claim. They're putting what they say is verified official data out there for everyone to see. This is a huge escalation, for sure. All right, so let's get the key facts straight here. The date was December 4th. The evidence we're talking about is digital data from the KakaoTalk messaging app. And the claim? That this data proves the family's side of the story in their dispute with Kim Soo Hyun. Now, to really get why this new evidence is such a bombshell, we gotta rewind a little bit and look at the core of the original argument. It all boils down to two completely different timelines, and here it is. This is the heart of the whole thing. Kim Soo Hyun's side has admitted they were in a relationship at one point, but, and this is a big but, they've been adamant that it only started after Kim Sae Ron was a legal adult. Her family, on the other hand, has always said the relationship happened while she was still a minor. And that one detail, well, it changes absolutely everything. And that right there brings us to this new evidence. See, the family isn't just dropping some screenshots, which, as we all know, can be messed with pretty easily. They're claiming to have something much, much more solid: forensically extracted data. So what does forensic data even mean? Well, think of it like this. A screenshot is like a photocopy, but forensic data? That's the original document, signed and verified. It's pulled directly from a device in a way that proves it's authentic and hasn't been faked or tampered with, which is exactly what Kim Soo Hyun's side had suggested was a possibility before. Okay, so the data lays out a super specific timeline. The conversation they're pointing to allegedly went down on April 9th, 2018, and here's the absolute key. Back in 2018, Kim Sae Ron was 18 years old, which, under the law at the time, meant she was legally a minor. This timeline is the entire foundation of the family's case. So with the timeline and the authenticity of the data established, at least from their perspective, the family then points to the actual words in the messages. This is what they believe is their smoking gun. So this is it. This is the key phrase from the messages they released supposedly from Kim Soo Hyun. I want to see you right now. Now, on its own, it's just a sentence, right? But in the context of this whole situation, it becomes incredibly important because of something his own legal team said earlier. And here is the twist. The family is pointing to a statement made before by Kim Soo Hyun's own lawyer. See, when his lawyer was challenging other evidence, they described phrases exactly like, I want to see you right now, as being proof of a romantic relationship, calling them the kind of things only couples say. So you see what they're doing, right? They're basically taking the other side's own definition and throwing it right back at them. They're arguing that if saying, I want to see you right now is something only couples say, then this forensically proven message from 2018 confirms their claim that a romantic relationship was happening while she was still a minor. So with all this out in the open now and submitted to the actual investigators, the huge question is, where does this case even go from here? Well, the family is not backing down. Their position is firm, they've handed over their proof, they're guaranteeing it's authentic. They've even released other messages that show affection, and their message to Kim Soo Hyun's team is crystal clear. Stop saying this is all fake and just let the official investigation do its job. And that's pretty much where we are now. The release of this forensic data has totally changed the landscape of this dispute. It really shifts the pressure and puts the official investigation front and center. Now, all eyes are on the legal system to see how this digital evidence holds up under scrutiny.